full time here at Wesley Park. It's finished Havant and Waterlooville 1, Hemel Town 2. A great victory there, and I caught up with Sammy Moore just after full time to get his views.
Absolutely delighted. That team in there, don't know when they're beaten. The togetherness of that group is unbelievable. To come to a place like this, they have a lot of the ball. I thought our defensive shape out of possession was excellent. We tried to play on the counter, and was a little bit frustrated at times that we didn't keep the ball as well as I would have liked. In games, when you switch off for one moment, we got punished. We should have cleared it, didn't clear it. We get caught, and it's a penalty. Fair play to Bowness, he saved the penalty, and Kev Wells finished it up on the rebound. But 8 minutes to go, and to we changed shape. We went 4-4-2, and the togetherness and the character, and have that belief to go and win that game of football was incredible. That team in there, should be proud tonight. I'm a proud manager, and that was for Darren. He leaves, with our best wishes. He's emotional because he's been part of our journey, but at the end of the day, he's got a fantastic opportunity, and I wish him all the best.
When you concede a penalty like that, with only sort of 10 minutes to go, a lot of teams would have folded at that point, but we didn't. We drove on. You must take a lot from that, the character that, as you say, the team's got to sort of push on for the rest of the season. Yeah,
definitely. We've been behind in games this year and come back and won. Same at Bath, we went 1-0 down. But we showed that mental side. That togetherness. To come here. To put bodies on lines. What we did. That out of possession, the togetherness. Was there today for everyone to see. The fans. Were outstanding. They're behind the goal, singing us, even though when we went 1-0 down. So it's a tremendous victory. It's 4 wins out of 4. We're getting that unbeaten. We're getting that winning mentality that you need to grind out results in this division. It's a tough division. They're a good side. They're going to be up there come the end of the season. But don't take anything away from my boys today. They were outstanding. I thought the subs that come on, we had to make a change after 2 minutes. Mitch comes off, Monash comes in at left back, and he was outstanding, absolutely outstanding. For a young boy, to step up to this level, he was a credit today. And then we bring subs on. I'm delighted that we had Sinclair back. I thought he made an absolute, a big difference when he come on. He kept the ball. He's such a clever player. And Wally was a handful when he come on. So, the positives out of today is, a massive 3 points, but also that, we have got the injury boys coming back.
Yeah, well, it'll be a great journey back on the coach. Bit of karaoke, do you think?
Yeah, the chairman's going to get the drinks in, I think. So it's going to be a good one. That's what it's about. Non-league. It's about that togetherness. When you win and when you lose. So absolutely delighted with the 3 points. It keeps us closer to Wealdstone. It bridges the gap from us and then the bottom team in the playoffs. But we can't get carried away with this. It's one game at a time. I thought our back 4 today, especially, were outstanding.
Player who was instrumental in the midfield during that game was Jake Howells, and I caught up with him to find out what the mood was like in the dressing room at full time. Jake, great win today. How's that feel to walk off with all 3 points?
Brilliant. I think test of character. We went 1 down. Poor goal, I think, by our standards, and we give away the penalty. It happens, but the squad we've got, the players we've got, we dig each other out, and that's what it's about, and that's what you need to be successful. So, absolutely delighted, and delighted for the boys as well.
How was it in those difficult conditions? Because the pitch looked immaculate as we walked in, but as soon as the game kicked off, it was cutting up everywhere.
Yeah, it did. It cut up. It was quite heavy. There was been a lot of rain. It did cut up, but it was the same for both teams, and you've got to play each game as it is, and we dug in, and at the times when we could try and play, we did. Sometimes you have to go direct, and that happens. But I thought we dealt with their main threats really well, and every player, each to their own, was different class. Even the subs, I thought that was brilliant as well.
For you personally, how do you feel that performance went for you? Because everyone that I've spoken to since full time have said you were their man of the match.
It's always good to get nice things said about it. To be honest, what makes my weekend is us winning in big games like this, and everyone knew it was a big game, and everyone said, look at this fixture, and to get 3 points is brilliant. Personal night just to play in the middle and enjoy playing in the middle and dogging out a 2-1 win in the style you do. 3 points, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for joining us.
Top man.
As we announced earlier on in the week, today was Darren Beale's last game with the club as he departs off for sunny Spain, and I caught up with him to find out how he felt after the win. Darren, a great victory there. What do you make of that game?
It was brilliant. It's typical of the guys that are in that dressing room in the fact that they never know when to lie down, they never know when they're beaten, and even going behind to the penalty, we just felt from the bench that we still had enough to get us back in the game. We would have taken the draw, but obviously with the way we took it after that, it's just a great result and no more than the boys deserved after those 90 minutes. Had to defend hard at times, but a great result.
Yeah, it seemed a bit harsh when the penalty came. Not debating whether or not it was a penalty, but in the run of play, we worked hard, and to get that penalty, so late on in the game, to then bounce back from that shows real character.
It does, and that's what's in that dressing room. And I think that there were some decisions that went against us. There's some decisions that went against them that I thought was harsh as well. So it's for me, we could have had a couple of penalties in the first half. We didn't get those. They got their one, and Dan's done great to save it. And unfortunately, we didn't react to it, and they've gone one up. But like you say, great determination, and it's just that mental attitude from those lads that are in the change room that they know that there was still time. I think there was about 10 or 15 minutes on the clock to go when that went in, and we knew that we could get an equaliser.
And then to win in the fashion that we did so late on, to win any game of football is great, but to win against a league rival, they're in third. They're chasing us. To win in that fashion must be absolutely amazing. Yeah,
they're favourites. I think they was favourites at the start of the season to go back up, and rightly so. They've got a lot of quality out there, a lot of experience, but so have we. We've got names in our dressing room that aren't may not have the experience, but they're names that will make a name further in the game as well, mixed with experience. So it was a great way to win it, and obviously that was my last game, and it was a great parting gift for myself. So really, really good feeling.
Yeah, I was going to say, for you personally, that must have been great. Obviously, as you say, you are moving on. We would just like to say thank you very much for everything that you've done in your short time for the club, and we hope to see you again soon.
No, and I'd just like to go on record as saying thank you for everyone in the club, on the pitch and off the pitch. This is it's a fantastic club to be a part of. I've enjoyed myself immensely. It wasn't an easy decision, but obviously one that I've made. I'll certainly be back at Christmas watching the lads and hopefully see them push on and get what they rightly deserve, which for me is at the minimum playoffs, but hopefully they'll get automatic promotion. So all the best.
It's all we've got time for this edition of Tudor Talk Extra Time. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel and our Twitter feed across the weekend for all the match highlights and behind the scenes action. Join us again in 2 weeks' time when we take on Eastbourne at home. But for now, goodbye.